Greetings, friends, and welcome to the box channel. I usually don't do box openings on this, but this is something different. This is a Filament 3D printer that I have yet to open and yet to go through. So I figured that we're all into prop building, and some of you may not, like me, have not taken the jump into Filament 3D printing. I've got a resin 3D printer in the other room. You can actually see what I used to build this whip up here. Regardless, I thought I'd take you along for the ride and say, this is how you get it, you put it all together, and you go to printing. Just to show everyone how easy 3D printing is now. You don't have to be so intimidated. Anyways, I'm going to get right into it. I won't be talking much. I'll give you a fantastic music montage as I pull this thing apart. Anyways, we're going to continue on. Alright, that's together. Everything's cut, instructions are followed. The next step is I have to go and do an auto level on this thing. Really easy to put together. Other than the screws, you know, I had to hang it over the edge of the table to make sure I could get it. And I had to go out to my garage to grab Allen keys, not realizing that there's a drawer with it all in there. Just like that. Everything is beautiful. What a cute little system. Regardless, I'm going to go get this thing plugged in and going to go through and do the auto level on screen to see how it goes, and then after that we're going to start doing our first print. Just that easy. Okay, we are now have this thing turned on, and now it's telling me to go through the auto leveling. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to prepare, leveling, auto level. Now it says that I need to touch a tool. Calibration success, leveling starting. Oh, there it goes. And this has got an auto leveling bed, so it will, so you don't have to adjust the bed after. This thing figures out just by touch how level this bed is, and it adjusts the screws underneath to make it work. Anyways, I'm going to be shut up and I'm going to let it do its calibration. Alright, so now it's telling me to print. There was a little SD card included with it that goes into there. We're going to go print. There was a problem that the file that they needed wasn't on the base directory, so I couldn't access it through here. So I just have to go move it on my computer to get it to where it needs to be. So we're going to go owl.gcode. And I believe that's print. And it's finished, and I'm gonna have to say, this was so easy to set up, so easy to get going. There's no reason, outside of, you know, funding and budget, to not get one of these into your arsenal. This is the final owl. Of course, it's got a bit of light on it. And you see the quality is just, it's incredible for what you can do with this printer right out of the box. Like, I've done no calibrations on this thing, and this is what it printed straight out. I had one little tiny problem. I had put PETG filament on here and then realized that all the settings for the owl was on PLA, which is a different type of filament. So my first two prints were botched up. That's 100% on me because I didn't think about the settings being for PLA, and that's why they included the test roll of PLA. Regardless, I am going to be including more 3D printed type stuff as an option on a lot of my prop builds, because the one thing that we all have in limited supply is time, and we all like building props, and sometimes just being able to walk up to here and go and go print is a lot easier than grabbing out, like, say, the EVA foam or styrofoam and starting to sculpt. So I would like to in the future do some videos where it is 100%. I'll show you how to build it out of EVA, and then I'm going to say, but if you don't, there's a 3D printer file that you can use to kind of short circuit that. Give people options. Regardless, I'm going to leave this be. I'm going to give a big thumbs up to Anycubic. This is my second Anycubic printer. My first one is my resin, and they both have been fantastic. So I would suggest these to anybody. And no, this is not sponsored. This is 100% out of my own pocket when I picked this thing up. And I did not, there's no sponsorship here. This is just me liking a good product, and this is one that I really do like. Regardless, you can find these things on Amazon. I picked this one up on eBay for, what was it, $450 Canadian delivered. Fantastic price. Regardless, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'm excited because I've already got a project that's coming onto this thing. Regardless, have a good one all.